Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome and thank you for joining today's webinar. My name is Shweta and I'm part of the digital marketing team here at NeSL. We'll wait for a few more participants to join. So we'll begin the session exactly at 3:05 p.m. Until then, I request you all to stay connected. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar. We'll wait for a few more participants to join. So we'll begin the session exactly at 3:05 p.m. Until then, I request you all to stay connected. All right, let's get started. Once again, thank you all for joining this session. My name is Shweta from the digital marketing team here at NeSL, and I'll be your host for today. So, the topic of our webinar is Accelerate Documentation Processes with NeSL's DDE. Now, I would like to welcome a few members from NeSL. We have with us Mr. Jitendra Chaturvedi, Business Head, and Mr. Anparagan, who is the Senior Consultant Marketing, and other team members from NeSL. I'm pleased to introduce our speaker for today's session, Mrs. Snehashri Rane, who is the AVP Business Relations from NeSL. So, before we begin, I would like to share a few quick guidelines. So, this session will run for 60 minutes. If you have any questions during the session, please type them in the Q&A box, which is there on your Microsoft Teams. These questions will be addressed at the end of the session by Snehashri. And if you would like to ask questions directly, please use the raise hand option and we will enable your mic and you can unmute yourself to ask your questions. So we'll try to answer as many questions as possible. This session is recorded and we'll be sending you the transcript of the Q&A after the session gets over. So we encourage you to make the session very interactive. So please feel free to engage. With that, let's get started. Over to you, Snehashri.
Thanks, Shweta. Let me share my screen and then once you admit everybody, we can start it. Let me know if the screen is visible to you once it's shared.
Yes,
Is it
Snehashri. It's
visible?
visible. Yes, yes, it
Yeah.
is.
So as the time clock 3:05, let's begin with our session. So I'll basically start with what is NeSL and then we'll go ahead with the what is digital document execution. We said as a DDE. So going forward, about NeSL. So NeSL is a union government entity. We are having a public sector equity around 65% across our 16 shareholder. So as a company, as a regulator, when we are giving this presentation to you, we would like you to treat us not as a common fintech. Okay, we are having a regulator support we under IBBI. So when NeSL is formed under IBBI long back, almost all banks you are submitting data on my IU platform. So we offer data services where banks are uploading the data on IU portal. Along with when they upload the data, they are entitled for few reports which will be help them for the credit monitoring. When we see the data submissions are morely for non-individual and by banks are having very difficulty to submit a relative document, we have come up with DDE, Digital Document Execution Platform. Now this platform we will explain you in detail in coming 1 hour, but uh, to go ahead, why to stop only on the DD loan contracting? We have developed one ecosystem along with IBA, where we call that as an electronic bank guarantee. Here in EBG, we will cover few points, but separate session can be arranged for EBG as per bank's requirement. Again, when we see why to serve only banking and financial sectors, why not to have some platform for the beneficiary for whom the banks are issuing the EBG. So we come up with another product called NES platform, NESL Enterprise Access Solution, where beneficiary at end can be raised any request of their relating with EBG through the portal itself, through the API. And to highlight it, all our DD, EBG, and NES platform are a API-based platform. Going ahead, this is one of the expert we have retrieved from economic survey. We have given the link where they are specifically talking about information utility and how this information utility NESL is helping in the banking ecosystem to help not only to the banks but even at the end consumer. So at our platform, if the data is submitted, same time it is authenticated by your data also. We have our session on IU on 25th. I'll request everyone to register for that also. Now let's come to the session highlight. Our today's topic is on digital document execution. So what happened in digital document execution? How the document is supported and what was the need behind it? As an ex-banker, I have seen there is a lot of to and fro happen when the loan document is executed. So we have to visit the stamp. Customer will say, okay, I will bring the stamp paper. Sometime he bring with a less value. Sometime he is not available for signing. There are co-borrowers and the multiple errors happen because of multiple e-sign. So our documents say around 10 pages. We need 10 signature, initials at the end, initial in the beginning, at the end, the signature, and there are a lot of mismatch. As a banker, everyone is facing this issue. And the main issue is come when the audit is happening. So with digital documented execution, we have taken care of all these issues in one go. When you are executing your document, any contract on a DDE platform, it is not only a digital evidence for your data submission purpose, but also it is easy for you to retrieve that data as and when needed. So just to highlight, obviously it's a cost saving because it's a digital journey end to end. We are giving the services for digital e-sign at a multiple level. There are multiple ways you can do a digital e-sign your customer as well as banker. Customer is happy. He don't have to visit often to the branches. It's a digital end-to-end paperless journey. When you initiate, you can initiate it as per your comfort. Even customer can complete the transaction at their comfort. The services are available 24/7. And the USP of this DDE is we are allowing a bank to procure the stamp paper on behalf of the customer digitally. It's at any time you can procure the stamp paper of any amount based on that state stamp act. So suppose if you want to pay only 110, you don't have to take two stamp paper of 100. Instead of that, you can actually pay 110. So it's benefited to customer, and because this is end-to-end API, this is a fully secure way to execute your document. So these are the few features of DD and the benefits to the customer as well as the banks. Now as a NESL.
Snehashi, hi.
Hi,
Sorry
yeah, Guru.
to interrupt. Some of our audience is facing trouble. They're saying that the sound is low and your voice is not audible. Could you just check your mic once?
Yeah,
But it
it's
is audible for all of us. So just want to
okay.
share with the audience, it could also be an internet network issue at your end. The service provider's bandwidth may be low and that you may be facing this because other systems, we are connected to other systems and we are able to hear this. We've just checked it with a few other colleagues from other locations. They are able to hear. So I request whoever is facing issues to kindly check on. Meanwhile, on Snehashi's side, request you to just check your mic once. Snehashi.
Yeah, mic is working
Thank
fine.
you.
It's at full volume also, Guru. Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks,
Thank
Guru.
you.
So I'll just give a little brief again for a DD. Digital document execution is a platform where any contract can be executed with e-stamping or without e-stamping also. So we will have these features and we will explain in detail. But to as a NESL, as an ecosystem, right now we have a 73 entities. Bankers, non-banking, broking houses, our NBFCs are integrated on NESL through our ARs also, where we are giving the services for digital e-stamping and digital e-signing. So right now, since we are almost touching 2 crore transaction and the stamp duty amount which is passed through to the state is almost touching 1,000 crore. So this is one kind of achievement where the actually papers are saved in even terms of the stamp paper and avoiding the duplicate stamping also. Total digital certificate is generated is around 1.47 crore. And as I said, many times we have crossed 50,000, 51,000 transactions. So that many transaction in physical per day, it's next to impossible. So I'll go to the next slide. So when it comes to the stamping, see, major concern right now also many times, even in Maharashtra, we see when the ESBTR is provided, bankers are saying we don't have the stationery to print those stamp certificate, stamp paper. So we have given the solution, paperless solution, where NESL is integrated to 29 states. Now for these 29 states, the stamping will happen online. The highlighted red mark start is a direct integration. So there is absolute no intermediary to procure the stamp paper. Whereas other states other than Bihar, which is under technical integration, in 20 odd states where we are giving your services through stockholding services. So, but for bank or anyone, NESL will be the touch point, not stockholding, not the state. So once the API request coming to NESL for stamping, NESL will procure a stamp paper with exact amount with all the details and will pass on to the bank as a part of the agreement. So right now, again, I will highlight, we have 29 states. Major states are already covered. We are just waiting for Haryana to onboard, and then you are good to go pan-India. As we say, we have, with the support of our bankers, we have seen a extremely good growth. We started somewhere in November 2020 in COVID period. From there, we have right now some thousands or transactions were there. Now we are in crores with all the support of our bankers, and we are expecting us and you to perform in a same way to make digital India. Now, some breakup for the all the entities who have joined. We are having all 12 public sector, major banks, private sector, 20 private sector banks, NBFCs around 15, foreign banks. So name the category, we are already live with those banks. So if any customer is not having access to these banks, we can provide some services where they can even use our NeSL platform as a customer, as a citizen, to do the basic agreement like lease rent agreement and all. So going forward, I'll just write explain those names. So if you see from this chart, I will not waste your time to say all 73 names, but major banking sector, non-banking NBFC sector, and even the entities like BSNL, where the agreements are executed, LIC housing finances are already onboarded on our system. So any kind of contract you can execute, irrespective if it's a loan document, non-loan document, or even a DDPI. Our recent development is about, we have integration with our custom department, where we are allowing bank to issue a EBG and an exporter to purchase a custom bond on our platform, and it will be linked digitally. So this initiative was taken by Custom Department of India, and we are going ahead with it. To highlight how many facilities as of now is being used. So there are around 30 facilities. The major product, serial number 1 to 10, are related with the banking. But if you see, not only individual loan, even non-individual loan, government finance, like a financial inclusions loans, are also are having a good growth on a NESL DDE platform. Personal loan to be named with gold loan, which are the major user of a DDE contract. And in addition to that, all the PM related schemes are routed through this platform. So even government is supporting this platform for a bank to go hassle-free contracting and the loan management. Now we have seen banks who want to go ahead with this contracting, where they want to not use only for the loan purposes, but even for the non-loan. So for example, any customer want to execute the locker agreement with a bank, they can also use this platform, where stamping will also be provided, and the signing will also have a digital one. In addition, we have seen this use for a credit card account opening form, escrow account opening form, cash management services. Even some broking houses are using this for the DDPI notification also. So these are the overall facilities right now being used. I will welcome if someone is having additional facility and you want to discuss how DD can be utilized for that facility. So I'll take a pause. If any facility I'm missing out, I'll request the bank to explain us in the chat box. And I'll go ahead. Yeah. So I'll take your time to explain a detailed workflow. So as I said, ex a banker, I remember that struggle when I used to, fill all the contract form. I used to have some standard form. Then I have to fill the name, the terms and condition, what will the loan and everything. So what we have make it easy for you is this, like your customer is visited the entity and they have to execute a simple personal loan. At a bank level, at a branch level, you will see, is he eligible for the loan or not? You will enter his data in your loan management system. Once that data is captured and you have taken the approval, the sanction is done, a simple job you will do at a bank level or a branch level is to initiate the transaction. So once you initiate the transaction from backend through API, we get a request that this transaction need to be executed. This contract has to be executed. Now, what will be in the contract? The contract data will have the party between the for the signing. So, for example, if the bank is initiating, one party will be the bank and the other will be the debtor. Debtor can be in multiples. We have seen around 50 e-signs are happen on our platform for one corporate loan. So when the signing is happening, when the information is coming for the signing authority, what is expected to send? Basically a type of loan. What is his terms and condition for the loans? The personal information like when we execute the DDE, we are sending one link to the customer's mobile as well as his email ID. So that information is mandatory. In addition to this personal information of the signing authority, you will be sending the loan information. The third part, if the stamping is required for that document, the third part of this API will be your stamping document. And the last most, if it is a corporate loan and someone is signing behalf on the entity, it will come with the entity details. So on whom behalf the signing authority will be signed. Now, with all this metadata, your IT had already integrated this system in your loan management services or a portal where you will be initiating this transaction. So there will be only one point where you will do actual data entry. Once you completed this data entry and you started click on the initiate DD from your bank's portal or your entity portal, the link will NESL will create a link in your template, which is we call it a 64 PDF format, which will be received at NESL part, and we will present that document for the signing authority to your data. Now, this contract agreement, first step, we are going for a preview of the document. Now, here we have a system where we will share a OTP to your data of one sign of a signatory to establish that he is a genuine signatory. So you can say it's a dual authentication which we are doing it. Once he enter a correct OTP, then only he will be able to see the contract document. Now, customer has to click, is he agree to sign this document or not? So if he say he agree, then only we are pushing that document to the respective state for digital stamping. As I said, we are having 5 states where we are having direct integration. We call them as a grass state and other state which we are integrated to stockholding. With this, the document will go for the stamping. At this stage, I'll take a break how the stamping is happening. So for stamping, we are asking to do a pre-funding to NESL. NESL will pass that amount to say the respective state. We are having our own portal called Digital Ledger. So when you integrate on DD, we will give you Digital Ledger where you will do the pre-funding and on a real-time basis, you can monitor the fund. So for example, you have funded with 10,000 and the stamping is at that moment is around 8,000. You will be able to see how many stamp certificate, what rupees 8,000 is generated and what is the balance. So when this process is happening at a back end, for customer, if the his requirement is of 3,000, he will not be able to do stamping unless and until the digital ledger is refilled by the bank centralized unit. Now, I assume the balance is available. Customer will be directed to the state and the stamp certificate will be generated. Customer will go through the stamp certificate. He will click on the next part. Now, next is the last step called as a e-signing. Right now, we are having Aadhaar-based signing methods and the digital dongle method. And in addition, we have already tested face authentication, which will be go live by month end. So with Aadhaar, you have three options. We will come to in detail. And for corporate also, we have a digital dongle where the e-signing can happen. Now, when the stamping is happening as our traditional way, we will prefix the stamp paper on your agreement. Stamp paper agreement copy will go for the digital signing. Once the first data, first co-borrower or signing authority complete his sign, then it will go to the second signatory. Till first signatory completed the process, second signatory will not be even entitled to get the link. So your document will securely pass through a primary first data. It will move on to the last data and all the signatory or data are signed. Then the final documentation we will be submitting to our data submission portal. So with this, your regulatory requirement is also completed and the final document can be downloaded by the customer as well as we are pushing that document to the bank again. So this is our overall workflow. At the end of the this presentation, we will give we'll take you 2 minutes to show you screen by screen how the transaction is happening. To go ahead after this workflow, what are the 3-point check? So I just want to explain you how you will initiating the DDE, how much efforts are being taken and how the regulator is helping you out in these cases. So all debt and non-debt documents, regulated entities can be executed on this platform. As I explained, all the loan documents, non-loan documents like a locker agreement, even the instruments like a BSNL, who is a government authorized entity. So they are also using this platform for the vendor agreement. So there are multiple ways you can use this DDE platform. We are um, as a information technology check for few products like like a DPN, it is digitally signed. So and that POA, those article under IT Stamp Act, we will be permitting only to the banks and a regulator entity under RBI, SEBI, etc. For example, now I as a NESL, we are just giving you a platform where we will procure a stamp paper on behalf of the respective entities. It's an entity's job to make sure you are selecting a correct article and pay the stamp duty respect to that particular article. In case of dispute, we will be able to provide you a 65B certificate, equivalent to a 65B certificate, where we will say that the executed document happened on this platform and the information is based from the entity. But in term when it comes to the stamp duty and the selection of the article, it's clearly in the preview of the entity who is initiating this transaction. Going forward, as I said, we are supporting digital signature. Uh, Benefit of digital signature right now everyone is aware of. Still, I'll repeat, it's an authenticated document when you digitally sign. Integrated to document, the unilaterally after the signature is affixed. So for example, every single time if you open that PDF, that signature will get validated, which is not possible in the case of the physical signature. And no party can deny. So the reference which I was giving, no party who had executed the signature, we have taken the consent from them, and even their IP address will get registered at NESL when they do the digital e-sign. Now, how it's benefited to the banks. When we started this ratio where we are saying working and non-working hour concept, right now in banking there is no concept like a holidays or a bank holidays. Bankers are working 365 days across the time. So with this DD, we are saying there is a lot of shift which is happening in non-banking hours. So last financial year 23-24, there was non-banking hours. After 5 o'clock, we seen the papers are procured, the digital certificates are procured, even customers are signing at shift from 31 to 35%. Again, in quarter one, maybe because of other reasons, it had come down. But at the year, when we say the average, we always say there is a growth where the transactions are happening in a non-banking hours. As I said, we are as a union government company, we feel that we have to support all our financial inclusion activities. So there are few schemes which are bank already using on our platform. All PM related, all the programs, the execution is happening on our platform. In addition to our agricultural loan, Kisan credit card, GST related product. And we are even giving a discounted rate for the DD charges when it comes to the financial inclusions. So these are some schemes which are happening on our platform. And SIDBI Prayas is 100% integrated on our platform. So all the schemes of SIDBI executed through the Prayas portal will be happening only through NESL. Now, just a little diversion for what is core DDE and what is the additional services we are giving in terms of a e-bank guarantee. So when banks are coming with a new facility, so they basically started with personal loan, vehicle loan, business loan. Then with IBA, we have got a representation. Why not to extend this platform for bank guarantee issuance? So this is a very simple process. When you are initiating the DD request, your signatory is your end user, a customer, a borrower, okay, or second party. But in this case, when the bank is issuing the BG, they are the one who are signing the document. So step one, a customer, applicant is coming to your bank asking for the bank guarantee, you will send this request through DDE API to NeSL. At stage 3, NeSL will procure the stamp paper. And at this stage, because it's a banker who initiated the request, even we have given a choice to use their own platform for e-signing, or they can use NeSL same platform for e-signing. So 5A and 5B are the step where the signing is happening. It can be at a bank level, it can be at a NeSL platform, but the signing authority will be the bank user. Once this stamping and signing is completed, the document will be mailed to the beneficiary and applicant in one go. So when the applicant are giving you the request, if you initiated at the same time, on same day within hour, the BG issuance is done. And not only the issuance is done, even it is delivered to the beneficiary who is required. So we have seen a lot of EBGs are issued in March 25, where bankers are so busy. It's a year end, and there was some Madhya Pradesh, some deadline was there for that tender. So this is the way we are trying to create an ecosystem. So now EBG issuance is done, but we have seen many times there is an invocation request which come from the beneficiary. So on our NES platform, even beneficiary can raise the invocation through the API. At any point of time, you will get all the relevant information about this. You write back to us. We can have a special session if you are already issuing EBG on NESL platform from the bank wise. So this is a basic where you are giving a fresh bank guarantee. Now assume you have existing bank guarantee and you want to go with a further amendment or any other events. So your existing bank guarantee, a hybrid EBG also can happen on our DDE platform. In these cases, the original BG, which is in a physical form, is already there with beneficiary. Only the further actions will be taken on the digital platform of NESL. So this is one of the important variant of DDE. And right now we have 36 banks who are live with a EBG, out of which 19 banks are already using hybrid EBG also. So here we are trying to make our all paperwork on a digital platform with the e-stamping and e-signing, and we are requesting you to use this maximum. Most of the banks are already live on our platform, but at a branch level, if you have any difficulty, please reach out to your respective department, or if not, by the end of this session, we will be sending the details of the contact where you can write back to us and we can discuss how you can integrate the DD for your respective bank. Now, this is for what we are doing for bankers and the states and all. But what we are doing for our earth. So when we have observed the transactions are happening to paperless, we are saving trees. Right now we are at 50,000, and I hope with all your help and reduce the paper, we should able to save maximum trees as possible. At this time, I will stop with my presentation and I will request Shweta to go through the walkthrough.
Yes,
So it
Neheshri.
will be easy.
I hope my screen is visible.
The bank employee explains to Mr. Suresh about the loan, the interest charges, and the loan terms. She also explains to him that he does not have to visit the bank for paperwork. Instead, it can all be completed digitally from anywhere. On confirmation by Mr. Suresh and post sanction from the bank employee triggers an email and SMS to Mr. Suresh with DDE execution link. On clicking the link, Mr. Suresh is required to complete multi-factor authentication through a mobile OTP method to access and sign the loan agreement. Mr. Suresh can now view his agreement for his loan. The document is then sent for e-stamping. Mr. Suresh can view the stamped document and proceed to e-sign the document. NeSL supports 3 methods of e-signing: Aadhaar OTP-based e-signing, biometric-based e-signing, and the USB dongle approach for e-signing. Mr. Suresh has chosen Aadhaar for e-signing. The portal will be redirected to an Aadhaar authentication and signing platform to affix his digital sign on the document. Aadhaar e-signing is completed through mobile OTP. The agreement has now been successfully e-signed. Mr. Suresh can now view, access, and share the executed document anytime by logging into NeSL's DDE platform. That was a walkthrough of how a DDE execution is simple and easy to complete.
So the video was of 2 minutes, and we observe even the DD transaction can be completed within the 2 minutes.
All right,
So,
now,
yeah,
yes, Nehashri,
over to
let's
you, Shweta.
start the Q&A session. I request you all to post your questions in the Q&A box. And if you want to ask questions directly, you can click on the raise hand option. We'll enable your mic and you can unmute yourself and ask the questions directly. So we already have two questions in the Q&A box, Nehashri. Would you like to take it up?
Yes, so I'll start with the first question. Ma'am, can you explain a reason why customer cannot deny the e-signature? So, in our past experience, we have observed at a branch level, customers' Aadhaar is not linked with a mobile which he is currently operating. So, for example, in old days, I must have linked my mobile number with some Aadhaar number, and later that mobile number is not updated, and he is unable to get the OTP through that. In that case, if your branches is equipped with a biometric, or in upcoming month, we can use a face authentication also. So other than that, we had not observed many cases where customer is denying to the e-sign. Most of the time, customer, if he is not want to execute the link, they will not start the transaction execution. So we have hardly observed if someone has said they don't give a consent for e-signing. Any specific case, if there in your mind, Prabhat Sharma, please let us know. We will try to see why customer had not denied, or you can interact with your customer and get to know more. Prabhat, is there any additional question you have related with this topic? I'll move to the next question. What action customer has to take when he gets an email from NESL for authentication of date? Explain process and action to be taken by the customer. So this authentication of the date is basically in case of a data submission, which is our primary job as a depository. So when any bank is uploading the data, we are sending a mail to the customer to confirm that data, what is there on NESL platform. The mail will have one user register link. Customer will click on the link and he will complete the basic registration like a authentication process where he will establish he is the correct customer, the PAN number validation, and along with the Aadhaar. Basically, digital signature, he will verify himself. If he is having any dispute, he can raise this dispute. If he is not having any dispute, he can accept that information. The detailed process we will be explaining you on 25th September, the IU webinar. So where we can have this answer over here. So Shweta, I'll request you to
Yeah,
give that link by the in the group also.
sure, I'll do that. Any more questions? If you would like to ask questions directly, you can click on hand raise option. Yes. Yes, Prabhat
Can
sir,
you
I have
unmute?
given you access. You can unmute yourself and talk.
Yeah, ma'am, just to follow up on my question, what I exactly mean is that after executing the digital signature in future
Hmm.
date, can the customer deny that I was not
No.
present, it was not done? So what all
So,
the measures are that is there that we can
so
use against him that yes, these are because of these reasons, you cannot deny, or these are the evidence that you
okay,
yourself have
sure, sure.
completed this.
Yeah. So the point one over here is when the loan documentation happening, there is no actual financial transaction included. Okay. Once your document is submitted to the bank, bank will definitely approach a customer before the disbursement of the process. So at that particular level, definitely he is not gonna deny it. In case of dispute where the documents are executed on DDE platform, will be providing one equivalent certificate which is 65B certificate where you will have all the information, mobile number, the IP address from where he had do the digital e-sign. With that certificate under Evidence Act, he will never be able to deny that he had not executed that document. So major is only how to provide the e-sign OTP mobile number correctly. And when he's using the Aadhaar e-sign, there are four level where the signing UDA is doing the authentication. So for example, instead of Miss Snehashri Rani, if something is coming as Mr. and the gender female instead of male, then the percentage of name match signature matching will be less. We have given a choice to the bank how much percentage they want. So some bank goes on 75%. So for example, we have seen our old report accounts where the customer name and the Aadhaar name is not matching. So somewhere, so that all factors we are taking care during the integration itself. So once customer executed the document, he will not be in position to deny that he had not executed. And in case of dispute, we will be giving you the certificate also along with all the IP address and everything.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes,
Yes,
Anupam.
Mr. Anupam, you can unmute yourself. Mr. Anupam, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Anupam, we can hear you.
Yes, ma'am. I am from RSPC Kharagpur, Kolkata.
Hi,
Madam,
Anupam.
my first question is how to authenticate the signature of customer. There
Executed
is a
signature you are talking about?
question marks comes, signature not validated.
Yes, yes. So to answer that basic question, sir, it's a real-time validation. You have to make sure the version which you are using to open the PDF is updated. And in along with that, your network connections matter a lot. So if in case you are having this issue, drop down your email ID. We will send you the process, step-by-step process, how e-sign verification can be done.
Yes, madam. My second question is, madam, when we download the documents through our loan platform, that is called RLMS in our SBI.
Hmm.
There is a lots of documents, but when customers do DDE, we did not receive all the documents. Like many documents we have to do manually. Some documents are missing in DDE. How to
So,
resolve?
sir, yeah, Anupam ji, for that you need to talk to your SBI internal team. In our process, if your RML is supporting, say, 10 document, out of those 10 document, if 2 document only are related with a customer, bank is representing that document and passing through the NeSL API. So if you want some additional documents should be there as a part of this contract agreement, we request you to visit the SBI. We have Anbalagan sir who take care of the SBI. So I will speak with him and I will tell the banks to contact you and discuss with this point. Anupam, your branch again you said if you repeat.
RSAPC
Kolkata.
Kharagpur.
Yeah,
Branch code
Anbalagan
is
sir is there.
617.
Yeah. Sir, we will take care.
So Anupam, essentially what we are referring or talking about is any document where the customer is required to sign as a part of your agreement or whatever documents you have. I think you are in ICPC, you must be handling housing loan and maybe car loans, perhaps maybe education loans. So wherever all those documents where till yesterday you were physically putting a stamp duty according to the state or this thing, all those documents can be routed through the NaSL platform, wherein you can fetch the stamp duty as per the article for that particular document, which is already there. That option is available to you all. And based on that, there will be an automated kind of a debit and e-stamp would be fetched and got affixed. But there'll be a stamp certificate that will get issued. Okay. Yeah, I agree. There may be some documents where there is no stamping is required, perhaps. So those documents obviously will be out of this. For example, your arrangement letter. Your arrangement letter may not require a stamping. That you will have to do outside the.
Anbalagan sir, along
Yeah.
with stamping, if signing is also required, it is
Signing of
happening.
approval.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we will take care of it, Anupam. We will
If-
notify your SBI team. Internally, if you can speak with them, it will be more useful. They will be better positioned to understand it.
Yes,
So,
ma'am. Even in a stamping paper also, when we go through manual documentation, there are 4 papers for stamping. But when we do DD, only 2 papers we received agreement
I
and
agree to your point, Anupam, but that is what is coming from your bank side only. We are not
yes,
the
yes.
one who
Okay,
do
oh, then
alteration in the
okay,
document. Rather, at our level, we are not even able to see. So it's a API request which is we are accepting, and that's why it's very secured. No manual intervention in the process. So it's a
okay.
SBI
I will
internal
contact.
policy. We will
Yes,
discuss
yes.
separately. Should we
Okay.
go with the question answer session, Shweta? Kalpita had dropped one.
Yes, yes. There are a few more questions in the Q&A box. Mrs. Kalpita Ghosh is asking whether a document executed via DDE is acceptable at the Office of Sub-Registrar of Assurances for registration.
So in addition to doing the e-stamping, the services is supported by e-signing. So all our documents which will be executed for the stamping are the non-registrable one. So any registrable document will not be executed on the NeSL platform. In specific case, if you are having this query, Kalpita, we will ask you to write back. But in general rule, we will accept only non-registrable instrument. So I'm not yet sure which use case you are referring to the sub-registrar office over here. Kalpita,
Okay.
you have any further question related with this topic? Yeah, she raised the hand. Please unmute her.
Yeah, I do that. Kalpita, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, Mr. Rane, I had this question because there are various mortgage documents all the security documents, in fact, where we require this registration. So in that case, how it will work?
That's what I said. We will not support the document where the registration is required. Our e-stamping is only supporting for the non-registrable instrument. Few
Okay.
state permitted it, so we have published on the our website. But in major state, the mortgage is not permitted because it's a registrable instrument, and you have to create a mortgage on that particular
Right,
security, right?
right,
So
right.
because it's supported by digital e-signing, our system will allow you to do paperless stamping only for non-registrable instrument.
Okay, yes, got it. Thank you.
Mid-shore.
Let us say if a person is executing a document in New Delhi and another person who is a party to the agreement is in Mumbai, they are digitally signing the document. What will be the stamp duty applicable and what will be the place of execution?
So when it comes to the stamp duty applicable state selection, as a first party or the one who is giving the executing the document, you have to decide from which place you want to initiate the stamping. So for example, we have 29 state and your bank is situated in one of the state, and if they are executing, the branch is executing at their level, this is the common practice bankers are opting that they will take a stamp paper of that particular state. When it comes to come to the e-signing part, across India with Aadhaar-based OTP or a dongle, you can sign it. Place of execution will become as it mentioned in the API request. So, for example, a branch in Maharashtra initiated a request. A customer is in Delhi, he will be able to do e-sign, but the place and the stamp duty, as per the common bank practices, will be selected for Maharashtra. Here, as NeSL, we don't play any role in defining which state to be selected or which respective article to be selected for the stamping. It's totally in the banks, and you can take your legal advice, legal team department advice for the particular case. So, any further doubt with this question? Mitra, because of the time, we'll go with the sequence. So
Okay,
there
let's
is,
go to the
yeah.
next question. Mr.
What is it?
Tirodkar is asking, what is reconciliation process?
So I presume this they are talking reconciliation about the stamp certificate generated. So as I said, in a digital ledger, it's a real-time dashboard or portal we are giving where the fund is transferred by the bank, allocated to the respective state, and the stamping is happening state-wise. You can download your report from the system, that a portal, and you can very well able to do the reconciliation. So loan number wise, how much stamp duty is paid, which person is signed, what is the stage of that documentation, stamping done, signing pending, everything you will be able to take the information from the digital ledger for reconciliation purpose.
All right, we have three people raising their
Yeah.
hands.
I
I've
think Mr.
unmuted
Yes.
KVB DTPC. Yes, yes, sir. You can ask your question.
Yeah. Yes, madam. Here Devendra Kumar from Karur Vysya Bank. So I have two questions. So first one, whether while doing a e-sign, primary applicant should be the first we need to get the sign, or
The
any party we
sequencing
can add.
is so the sequencing can be decided by the bank. For us,
Okay.
we will not have any restriction on that. But if
Okay.
you define the as a Snehashri will be a first signatory, after I complete the first sign, then only your second signatory will come in the picture. So it has to
Okay.
go as per the sequence which is defined in your API request.
Okay. So first once we start the signature for any co-borrower or guarantor, so that we need to complete for all the documents. Then only we can able to do with next document, right?
Yes, correctly said.
Yes. Okay. So, okay. Another next doubt, madam. When we send the document to respective applicant, so they have a three option for e-sign. So they
Correct.
have to. So for example, some one person has opted for other OTP. So
Correct.
while doing the other OTP, they have suppose if they enter the wrong, I mean different Aadhaar number, not the Aadhaar number not belongs to that particular person. If they enter the some other person's Aadhaar number, they that person may be a friend or family other family member. So the OTP also they can enter their OTP, and if they signed. So whether any check is there when the document name and sign.
Yes, that we said name matching percentage. So the name which you are passing through the API and Aadhaar is not matching. Okay, you
Okay.
can have a control at your level, not at a transaction level, but as a bank whole. So you will allow 80% matching or 90% matching or 100% also. So name
Okay.
matching facility is given, and that facility is by UDA itself. So it's a digital e-sign feature, not any SL feature.
Okay.
But
So
we can
Udai,
set a bar. So UDA, when you report, enter the Aadhaar number, they check their data, pop out the what is the name. We match the name with our report, the API request which you have sent, and we will give back. It is a 80%. And suppose KVB said no, above 85 only I will accept. The customer will
okay.
not be able to do the e-sign.
Okay. Okay, madam. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
You have
Next, please.
unmuted RACP CEKM. You can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yeah, good afternoon, madam. I am from SBI RSCPC Ernakulam. My question is whether this e-sign is enabled for non-residents or it will be.
As per Aadhaar, sir, it is for resident.
And
But we have seen use cases. So that is a risk factor which is be considered by the banks. So in case of non-resident, we have seen the Aadhaar link mobile also based in India. So sometime we it may happen, but it's restricted. Ideally, it should not happen.
and other two options mean like e-token and other option whether that can be.
E-token, sir, again, I will say that it should be a bank policy, what kind of loan you are looking over here and the ticket size of the loan. So that's all call it's we have push it to the bank only. If the request is coming, we have to do it because it's a platform to do the digital stamping and signing. But we really can't have any say in what bank should do in these cases. Sir.
Is there any bank right now presently has approached you, madam, for NRI?
No, not really. In my opinion, it's not. I can give one more check with my IT side, but right now I'm not sure anyone opt for the NRI.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Mr.
Shweta,
Tirodkar, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Ma'am, good afternoon. I'm from Bank of Baroda. Will you please explain about this fungibility aspect of this and whether it is grass and non-grass, how it will operate? So that is my first question. And second question is regarding the reconciliation I already asked. You explained that. I would like to have the further elaboration on that yeah, because I missed that.
Okay, no issue, Mr. Tirodkar. Here I will give very brief. In detail, I'll ask your RM to be in touch with the team. So you are representing any specific branch or the...
I'm presently representing this MSME vertical, and from the MSME vertical, we are in the process of this implementation of this automated process. And we have got this pan-India base actually. And in that context, unless and until we get the questions on
I'll
the clear.
definitely help you out over here. So fungibility is introduced for the stockholding operated states. So out of this 29, you have 23 states where you can use the fungibility. That means once you have funded, say 10 lakh rupees, you can utilize that fund for across all 23 states. And remaining 5 states, which are the grass direct integration, the state's process is that we have to purchase a stamp duty, which is a pre-funded in the name of the bank, say Bank of Baroda in this case. So for that, you have to do a separate funding. So in digital ledger, when you do the fund transfer, you have an option to select the state where you want to do the funding. So 5 state name will come and 1 state will come as a shield state. And till the balance in the respective state and a still account state is available, you will be able to carry out the stamping. When it comes to the reconciliation part, so for example, you want to go live with Maharashtra, you have transfer say 10 lakh rupees in Maharashtra, and while doing the transactions, the every single stamp certificate amount will be deducted from that 10 lakh rupees. So if you want to do the reconciliation, you will get the report in our digital ledger where you can download that report. It will have all the information like for which DD transaction ID loan number the stamp duty is procured, what is the stamp duty amount, and what is the net balance after deducting from the 10 lakh rupees. So those reports are downloadable in Excel format. You can download maximum 90 days at one time. And so you can do the reconciliation. But as you said, you are starting for the beginning. I'll request you to keep a reconciliation on a track. If you can do it on monthly basis, nothing like it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Can we go ahead with the next one? Shweta, we will running out of
Sure,
time.
yeah. So somebody from Punjab and Sindh Bank has raised their hand. So you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening.
Ma'am, actually, we wanted to ask that while we are calculating the match percentage by comparing the names, so are the spaces ignored or strict comparison is done? Like, for example, a person's name is Rakesh Sharma. Somewhere it is Rakesh space Sharma, but somewhere it is just Rakesh Sharma without any spaces. So what will be the match percentage?
See, in my understanding, it is a strict matching. Okay, so space will be considered, but I will like to get back to you with exact answer.
Okay.
I'll get back to you through your RS. Punjab and Singh Bank, I think Pramod Gupta sir handle your accounts. You are representing any specific branch? Can you repeat?
No, we are from the head office actually. I guess Prachi Khandelwal.
Okay, so I'll get back to you, revert from my IT because
Snehashri,
this is...
Sandeep here.
Hi, sir. Yeah.
Snehashri,
So
Sandeep.
our deputy CTO is here who will answer this.
Yeah. So I think the query is regarding the name matching, right?
Yes, sir.
See, for name matching, we use an AI and ML logic. It's a machine learning and also an artificial intelligence logic that is used. So it has its own algorithm to compare the name and determine whether it is the same person. So that's the reason we always say that the optimum value for comparison that is to be put in, that is to be configured is 75%. And I think that's what is configured for Punjab and Sindh Bank as well. So the space, the dots, usually those will not be considered with respect to the name matching because it has its own artificial intelligence built in.
Okay, sir. We can configure it according to our use case also now, the match percentage.
Yeah, you can.
see, that's what from our side, the optimum value that we say is 75%. If you want to have more than that, you can have it, but then, like, we will not be able to assure you that it will work as expected, because since it is a homegrown A and ML logic, and we have done thorough testing with lot of mix and match of the names, 75% would be the optimum value. You are free to have it beyond that, but again, like as it, it's subject to your own risk.
Internal policies, yeah. Internal
Yeah.
risk policy. Thank you, Sandeep sir.
Okay, so
Shweta, can we go ahead with the next question?
actually, just
Sure,
one more
Snehashri.
question.
So there's a
Yeah.
okay.
Punjab Sindh is having one more.
Please go
Yeah,
ahead. Yeah.
please tell.
Actually, we are doing the UAT testing, and there, suppose we are sending the document for stamping. Currently on UAT, there is no such facility to like pay the stamp duty. So we are not sure how will it work on the production.
Will it redirect to the payment gateway when
The stamp duty amount is to be paid. Will it be redirected to the payment gateway or
No. So currently, we are not offering payment gateway services. It's just a pre-funding model through the digital ledger. So when you are ready, your checklist and your bank is confirming that you are ready to move ahead with production, we will be giving you the training on digital ledger along with a demo. So where you will be able to allocate and utilize the fund. In UAT, when you are generating the certificate, this is just a UAT replication. Their actual stamp duty payment is not happening.
yeah.
So before you move to the production, your respective RM and our team will give you the proper demo and documentation regarding this digital ledger, all the fungibility aspect, and a kind of a training you will get.
So, ma'am, it will be deducted from the wallet of some kind that is pre-funded by
Digital
the
ledger
bank.
is a kind of wallet only. We don't use this term as a wallet. It's like when you, so basically we will be assigning your account number where will you do the fund transfer. Once that fund transfer happen, in case of grass, the and shield, the UTR number updated on our system. In digital ledger, you will be seeing if the UTR number updated, the transaction get verified and it will show that funds is available for allocation. For shield state, you will be immediately able to use the fund. So I presume if a Punjab Sindh transaction, major transaction is happening in Punjab, it's a shield state. So for Punjab state, once you transfer the fund, it will reflect in digital ledger and you will be able to go ahead with the stamp certificate generation. Suppose you have done for the Maharashtra, fund is transferred from your account to an NeSL designated account. From there, we have to go to Maharashtra portal to purchase a GRN. And once the GRN is purchased in name of Punjab and Sindh Bank, then this digital ledger will get updated with that balance and you will be able to go ahead with the stamping transactions. If you are not in production, once your production movement is happening, you will get all the related information regarding this digital ledger and stamping. Any further questions?
Shall we go to the next question? Aditya Kumar Pandey has raised his hand. So you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Aditya.
मैडम टाइम जब हम प्रोसेसिंग करते हैं जो डिजिटल डॉक्यूमेंट का उसमें है ना एक आ जाता है कि डाउनलोड सेकंड में फर्स्ट तो हो जाता है सक्सेसफुली लेकिन सेकंड में ऐसा डाउनलोड का आता है और फिर प्रोसेस आगे नहीं बढ़ रहा आगे बढ़ नहीं रहा ऐसा 2-3 केस में हुआ है
Aditya, I'll request you to mail us with your specific transaction ID. We will check what is the root cause of it and we'll let you know. If it is a technical, we will help you out to come over the technical errors.
Okay, ma'am, we would like to throw some questions regarding in digital documentation. When one customer is there, it is going nicely and thoroughly, it is going okay. But it is multiple applicants. There are a lot of issues and in multiple borrowers, this system is not going through. We are facing more and more issues in doing digital DDE in multiple customers. Just like signature not verified. This is coming, signature not verified, times it's coming.
So we have Kathir over here who, from our IT. Yeah. Kathir, you want to respond? Hi. Aditya, I think Kathir want to respond to your question. Should I allow him? Yeah. Kathir, please go ahead.
Yeah. So, Mr. Aditya, can you let us know which from bank you're?
We are from State Bank of India, Rajkot, RSCPC, retail loans.
Oh, okay. So,
Home
if we can have separate answer for this. And the point was one of the details which we have shared with your head office team people was the mobile number that you have passed by the bank. It is a bank CVS system, right? So the delivery of the co-borrower is not happening. That the reason for the bank is it is out of service. We have given an extensive list to your SBI team members. Okay, you can internally check with them. Okay, if the data is you need to understand the data is what bank submitted, we will trigger the link and execute the link via the same mobile number and email ID submitted by the bank. Correct. And some of the co-borrower and the creditor signing is happening on the bank's environment also. Where you have a domain. For some of the SBI domain, we have received a bounce as a delivery also notice. So in that scenario, you may speak with your head office people and share a couple of things, couple of transaction ID. We will give you the exact reason why it has happened from our end, and you can take the remedies at your end based on the data.
So SBI team, Aditya, and there was one more we before interacted regarding the express credit. So I'll request check out your SBI head team. We are having our SBI representative also with us, and we can share the numbers bank wise which RMs are responsible. So you can initiate mail on those email ID. I prefer Shweta, if you can go to. So I have seen few very basic questions, not with a bank specific. Okay, I would like to attend them very quickly. So there is a question related with if Aadhaar signing attempt is failed due to demographic mismatch. So if Aadhaar e-signing is failing, the pop-up message will come, okay? And your bank at where the as a head office or your IT center who is initiating all these requests, they will be able to find out why there was an error. Next question, if Shield portal is down, how do e-stamp procurement happens lively? So in case of if any reason maintenance activity, if the system is down, your request will be processed later after the downtime. For the particular downtime period, we will not be able to process your e-stamping request.
Correct. As to adding to the point, Snehashri's point, as it is an asynchronous way of doing the signing, right? So the customer will be having the same link. In the downtime, if they try it, they will not able to procure. After the downtime gets over or any technical glitch happen, they can always retry and get it executed. Yeah, that is the best feature of DDE product, where the link which is available with you, if any reason because of mobile network or any personal issue, you can click on the same link, and where the process is stopped, it will reinitiate from the same process. The next question is from Kiran. He is talking about the digital ledger. Yes, where the deduction of the stamp duty is happening for the different segment, there is a choice to create a separate client ID, and with respect to the client ID, you will be able to have separate digital ledgers. Kathir, there is one question regarding API. What API is used for geolocation? So geolocation for the limited purpose currently, the accuracy currently we are not enabled the geolocation. Reason being the transaction is happening in a web portal. So there are customers who are not allowing the web access geolocation to be allowed, right? So it is created. We have tried our trial run on that. The point was the customer is not enabling the geolocation. So that's the reason there are a lot of failed cases happen. Currently, we have disabled the geolocation tagging currently. So most of the transactions that's happening from your end, we have a IPs, we have the provision to store the IP of the customer who done the signing, which we are storing it.
Snehashri, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'll go to the next question, which is posted in Q&A section by Sandesh GV.
Yes.
So in case if you are not borrower or co-borrower is not receiving the link, you have to, the customer has to in touch with their head office where the link is initiated. The connection between the DD link and IU registration is not established. So link will be generated as and when there is a document execution is in the process. Authentication or the registration of the IU platform is altogether different than the DDE execution. We request you to not to go with a like a borrower is not received, so co-borrower registering on NeSL site and authentication will not help. This both the product are quite separate from each other. Krishna Kant Sharma asking what about stamp duty implication as there are not same stamp duty in Pan India and cannot move executed document to another state. Sir, here we are talking about the digital document. So movement of documents to another state, physically it's not valid in the case of digital. It can be open at any state, any point of time. So location, state-wise restriction on the digital documentation is not there as such. Still, if you are having any doubt, please write back to us. We will take our compliance legal team view on this and we will revert you back. Or same time, you can take with your banks, your own legal team also. So the next question is from Mr. Vijay. Any option you have stamp fee paid by the customer? We are currently in process. We have received a request for a payment gateway. Once the payment gateway is in a picture, may your customer will be able to pay stamp duty directly. But currently, it has to be in a digital ledger pre-funded model. Next is Kalpita Ghosh, whether a document executed via DD is acceptable. That I have already answered, I guess. We have another 4 minutes to continue with this. Any specific questions, Shweta?
Let's take last 3 questions.
Okay.
So in the Q&A box, we have a question from Mr. Shivam Sharma. Right now, we are doing UAT for e-stamping and e-signing, and it takes too much time for getting OTP. Whether it will take the same time in production also?
Shivam, again, I will like to understand which bank you are representing or which entity you are representing, Shivam.
No, fine. So this is okay. I'll take this question. Shreya, thanks. So in UAT, as you know, we don't have the priority stamping service like SMS service provider. So there will be a delay, but you will not face this in a production environment, as it will always be a P1. So in production, it will be the delivery will be n times faster than the UAT. Yeah.
Yeah. Next is from Pankaj.
Mr. Pankaj. What is dongle option of e-sign?
So when any entity is involved in the DD execution, a customer, the entity someone will be a signing authority on behalf of that company. So in that case, dongle option is opt for. It is the same digital e-sign valid process where you will have one dongle which will every single time will pop up with some 4-digit number as a kind of a live on OTP, which you have to be entered in your document while execution. This is mainly used by corporate one. Yeah, I think we have covered Q&A session, Shweta.
All right, Snehashri. So we've come to the we have someone else raising their hands. This is the last question for today. So, Mr. Yashish, please unmute yourself and ask the question. Mr. Yashish, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, meanwhile, I'll take one question which is very valid and more concern about the bankers. So Aditya Kumar had processed the question, what if DD failed? So I would like to understand why DD will failed and the refund of stamp duty is required. If your first borrower had already completed, the document is executed and the stamp duty is utilized. So in case of refund, if there are some other reasons because of the contract is not executed, as a bank, you have to represent to the respective state in case of refund. Right now, NESL is not having any digital mechanism for the refund process. So I request in case of refund cases to visit and give the application to the IGR register designated one where you are doing like a regular stamp duty refund. So right now there is no way we can enable digital refund process.
Yeah, hi Snehashri. Yashish Pandya from RBL Bank.
Hi,
Am I allowed to
Yashish.
talk? Yeah, hi,
Yeah,
hi.
please,
First of
please.
all, thank you so much for this wonderful sessions, and I would really like to appreciate all the support which we have been getting from your team, Kanaya, Kunal, Mr. Sandeep Krishnan, and everyone, Mr. Devrajan. So it's been almost 3 years now. We have been getting fabulous services from all appropriate support from your team. I just have quick 2 to 3 questions.
Sure.
One I would like to understand where are we standing as a bank with respect to volume? Like what is our contributions to DDE platform? Like is there any ranking that has
Definitely.
been published?
No, we do not publish any number as a regulatory restriction, but I'll make sure Kanaya will give you those MIS
Definitely.
or the information which you needed.
And any idea on 65B implementations? Because
Yes, yes.
the yeah,
So the 65B implication was not upheld by NESL. There are some legal that who will be
correct.
the signing that document as a NESL who is a platform owner and all. Once we get the clarity on that, we will keep you posted. There will be definitely a communique for that.
Can we expect fungibility for grass state?
So we have our Sandeep sir and the team. So we are trying something. Our IT team is working very closely for the fungibility for the grass. If not 100%, we will try to eliminate some effort from the bank side.
Hi,
Sandeep sir
Yashish.
will
Sandeep
like.
here. How
Hi,
are you?
hi, hi, Mr. Sandeep. Yep.
Hi. Yeah. Yashish, yeah, with respect to the fungibility, that is the automatic workflow for egress states. So this implementation will have to be done by each egress state. Whereas for Shell, since Shell covers 24 or 23 or 24 states, so having this automation workflow built with Shell could support 24 states. But whereas with respect to egress, it is to be done with all of them individually. So that is the reason. So since the egress states are not ready for it, like there is no automatic
Okay.
workflow wherein a dedicated van could be allocated and it will go to it. So even if it happens, hypothetically, if it happens, the way it would be is for each of the state, for each of the grass state, there would be a dedicated van, access
Okay.
van. Only then it can, yeah, it can be an automatic workflow. Okay.
Right. And quick two requirement, if I don't know whether this is the right forum or not, or else we can talk to Mr. Sandeep separately on this.
Sure, sure. Yeah, you can catch up,
We can.
Yashish. Not a problem.
Yeah, we can. We
Thank you.
can.
Thank you, Mr.
Sure.
Yashish.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Sandeep sir. Thank Yashish. So is there anything else or should we close this session?
Snehashri, we are running out of time, so
Yeah.
let's end the session here. Sorry, we couldn't take up all the questions as we are already at 4:15 now. So a recording of the session will be sent along with the transcript with the question and answers that were asked during the session. I would like to thank you so much, Snehashri, for such an insightful session, and a big thanks to all the participants for taking time to join us today to attend this session. If you still have any more queries or questions, you can reach out to us. You can drop us an email at ddsupport@nesl.co.in. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Shweta. Thanks, team. And thanks all the participant. And we'll be in touch. If you have any queries, please try to reach out to us. Thank you.
Thank you.